Opening double 77%.
Hey there, everybody. This is James Clark. I recently came across this little slider and actually figured out how to use it. Now, I'm going to just go real quickly here because this is not like a revolutionary tool, at least not that I've found. Um, I'm still playing with it, so maybe I can get it to do more later. But right now, I'll just show you what I can get it to do. But here's what the screen looks like.
Back. Button.
Okay, when you open your resource, you're going to be greeted with something like this. I'm on an iPad, so the layout's going to be slightly different. Um, but what you'll run into is something like this.
Back. Button.
Okay, that's as far as you're going to go. If you flick to your right.
Malachi 3 colon 13. Search field. Contents. Button. English Standard Version. Audio. Button. Menu. Button. 77%. Adjustable.
Okay, this slider, I've played with this since 7, off and on, thinking maybe it was a zoom or something visual that I just wasn't noticing. It's not a zoom, because if you move it,
67%. 77%.
it doesn't do anything.
Resource content. Opening double quotation mark. Your words have been hard against me, comma, says the Lord. 77%. 67%. Resource content. Opening double quotation mark. Your words have been hard against me. 77%.
Right, so I don't know, I'm blind. So this thing's pretty useless. Until I actually found that it was not worthless and useless. Turns out it actually has a very neat use. If you double tap and hold,
77%.
move your finger one way or the other.
84%.
Let's lift our finger.
83%.
Look what happened.
Resource content. Third comma and found been away, comma, blessed are those servants, exclamation mark. I've known this, comma, that if the master of the house had known of what hour the thief was coming, comma, he would not have left his house to be broken into, period. You also must be ready, comma, 83%. Adjustable.
So double tap and hold.
68%.
Move your finger.
66%. Resource content. The catcher of Babylon, the earth shall tremble, comma, and her cry shall be heard among the nations, period, closing. 66%.
You see what it's doing?
90%. 92%. Resource content. I want you to be free from anxieties, period. The unmarried man is anxious about the things of the Lord, comma, how to please the Lord, period. But the married man is anxious about worldly things, comma, how to please his wife, comma, and his interests are divided, period. 92%. Adjustable.
That's neat. Now, I don't know how useful this will be in like individual books or whatever, but that's the use for the little slider that I couldn't get to do anything for years. Of course, I didn't spend a lot of time with it, admittedly, because I was focused on the text. And I don't even remember how I found out that, hey, this actually does something. I don't know what I was doing, but I figured out, hey, this actually is useful. So that's what the little slider's for those of you that didn't know. I've been using logos since 7, so that's been a while, and I'm now on 10, and I figured this out within like the last week, so kind of neat. I'm always learning something with this software, either in use or biblical application or what have you. This software is my favorite software, hands down. I don't care what other softwares you're talking about when it comes to hobbies or when it comes to whatever. Hands down, this is my favorite software. I would not be able to do ministry work without it. Hands down, I would not be able to do ministry work without it. And the Lord has used this software as such a blessing, continues to be a blessing, has been and will be a blessing, because I just can't say enough about this software and how the Lord has used this software in my personal ministry. And so I am just so grateful for the folks over at Faith Life who continuously strive to make this software, and not only just make this software, but they also strive for greater accessibility. And it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. It's not perfect, but it is an absolutely excellent software. It's the only software that lets me do what I do in ministry. And I am so grateful for the folks over at Faith Life. So there's the slider. And that's what it does. It's a little, I don't know if it's a page thing, if it's a cursor thing. I don't quite know what that is exactly. But it's there. I'm not sure how practical it is, because I've just kind of started playing with it within the last few days. But it's there, and that's what it does, for those of you that didn't know. Take care, everybody, and have a great and blessed day.
Control center. Error selected. Screen recording. Button.